It started with a dare. My friends had always whispered about the old Whitaker house at the end of our street, how it stood empty, haunted by the echoes of its past. One night, fueled by bravado and a few too many drinks, I decided to prove them wrong. I'd spend the night inside. The wind howled as I approached the front door, its once bright paint now peeling and dull. I felt a shiver crawl down my spine, but I brushed it off. I pushed the door open, and it creaked ominously, as if warning me to turn back. The air inside was stale, heavy with dust and neglect. My flashlight flickered as I stepped into the foyer. Shadows danced along the walls, whispering secrets I couldn't quite hear. I told myself it was just my imagination, but unease settled in my stomach. I wandered deeper, the floorboards groaning under my weight. Each room I entered felt colder, the atmosphere thickening. Then, from somewhere within the house, I heard it. A faint echo of laughter, cheerful and light, piercing through the stillness. Confused, I followed the sound, my heart racing. As I turned a corner, I stumbled upon an old nursery, filled with crumbling toys and faded wallpaper. The laughter stopped, replaced by an unsettling silence. I scanned the room, a chill creeping in. "Hello," I called, my voice wavering. No response. Just the oppressive quiet. I took a step back, ready to leave when I noticed something in the corner. A dusty, cracked mirror. As I approached, I felt drawn to it, an inexplicable urge to look closer. My reflection stared back, but something felt off. I leaned in, squinting at the surface, when suddenly, my reflection smiled, but I hadn't moved my lips. Panic surged through me. I stumbled backward, heart pounding, but the mirror seemed to pull me in. "Stay with us," a voice whispered, soft and melodic, echoing through the room. I turned to flee, but the door slammed shut, trapping me inside. "Let me out," I shouted, but the walls seemed to close in, the air thickening around me. The laughter returned, louder now, echoing in my mind. I pressed my palms against the door, but it wouldn't budge. Desperation clawed at my throat. I turned back to the mirror, and my reflection stood there, no longer smiling but staring, pleading. Behind me, the shadows shifted, coalescing into dark figures, their eyes glinting with malice. "Join us," they hissed, their voices a chorus of torment. I felt an icy hand grip my shoulder, and I screamed, spinning around to confront the figure that loomed behind me. But there was nothing there. The shadows danced, and I could hear the echo of my own heartbeat, frantic and wild. I rushed to the mirror again, desperate for escape. My reflection reached out, fingers brushing the glass. "Help me," it whispered. I realized then, the house wasn't just haunted, it was alive, feeding off my fear. With a surge of adrenaline, I slammed my fist against the mirror, shattering the glass. Fragments exploded outward, and as they fell, the figures shrieked. The room collapsing into darkness, I stumbled back, falling through the shattered reflection, and felt the pull of the house release me. I landed outside on the damp grass, gasping for breath, the night air cold against my skin. I looked back at the house, now silent, its windows dark and empty. The laughter faded into the wind, but I knew I could never return. As I walked away, I could still hear the echoes of the house calling my name, a haunting reminder of the night I was almost claimed by its darkness.